Today on Monday Mods. Okay, first impressions on this Drivenfab product. It is remarkable. Absolutely beautiful, well made. Product looks great, extremely good quality. You can tell that it was handcrafted and cared for through the process. These anodized black AN fittings look great. I think it's gonna look great under the hood. It's gonna add a nice show quality to the vehicle. It even came with a nice red, which just happens to be my car color. K&N breather for the top of the reservoir. This catch can also has the coolant reservoir and will completely remove the factory milk jug looking piece of, well, cheap crap that Mitsubishi put under the hood. The first thing we're gonna do is remove this engine cover. And we're gonna remove the milk jug. Push it off to the side. And this should just pull out. Now we're gonna take a deep well 12, a 3/8 extension, and an impact. We're gonna remove this bracket. Another 10mm right here. And then we can get rid of this bracket. Now we're gonna move this ground wire. And we're gonna reinstall the ground wire up here. And we'll put this back where it was and just kind of thread it in there because the edge of the tank is slotted. So we'll just have it in there so when we go to place it, we'll have somewhere to put it. So I'm going to unplug the headlight and route it, the headlight connector, and route it behind these lines and back over. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pop this out so I can make these wires not kind of all caught up, and then I'll just replace it whenever we're done. And plug the headlight back in. So Drivenfab went as far as to provide a stainless steel washer, bolt, and a nut for the top bracket, and on the bottom you reuse one of the old pieces of hardware. All right, next thing is to remove this old coolant hose off the milk jug. And it will actually go in on the bottom. So we're going to wrap it around. We're gonna cut that to fit on this bottom one, and then we'll use the excess or possibly this piece to go on the top. Okay, so we cut about 1 inch off the original hose and placed it on the bottom. You can leave the top to vent to atmosphere if you'd like to, or you can reuse the old hose off the old jug and just have it go down, because it doesn't really matter. It's just in case there's a boil over. It's gonna look really good one. They say to bend these lines a little bit. Okay, the next step is to remove this factory PCV system. And then the other side. Cap off this end. I recommend using a zip tie to hold the cap down. Since it's a boosted car, this intake will actually see pressure instead of vacuum. So we'll go ahead and get that on there. And clip the zip tie. Then we'll take our needle nose and spin that, getting it tight. And we'll go ahead and clip that end off. There we go. Okay, so we're on a plastic valve cover. So we're gonna remove this fitting, and we're just gonna use a large adjustable, because when it comes time to do the other fittings, we're gonna wanna use an adjustable with a rag to make sure we don't get any scratches on them. Drivenfab will send you all the fittings for both the plastic and the aluminum valve cover. So you just have to use whatever your car has on it. A lot of people seem to upgrade to an aluminum valve cover, even though I have absolutely no idea why. If somebody does know why, please put it in the comments. Alright. Okay, so this is actually a PCV delete. So this is gonna completely delete the PCVs from the system. And we'll put this fitting in, and the AN fitting will go on this end. And this won't need to be crazy tight, just snug. We'll go ahead and bottom it out by hand. Okay, just got that snug, and that part's installed. I think you got it. There you go. The next one is the PCV hose that goes from the intake up to the valve cover from here to here. This one has an aftermarket intake, so we'll be cutting this zip tie off, replacing it with this plug, and reapplying a zip tie. And we'll run from here all the way around back to the couch cable. And we got another cap to go on there, and get another zip tie. And we're just gonna twist this, make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, on the plastic valve cover, you're going to receive a small piece of hose and another fitting. And then here I'll attach one end of the hose to the valve cover, put a hose clamp on it. The other end goes in here for the AN fitting. So we'll just go ahead and get that all prepped. Use the provided hose clamps, which are made in the USA. Just really use an 8mm socket for this. Just makes it a lot easier. I know Jeff was thinking it, so I figured I'd go ahead and say it.
I was thinking it, by the way.
This shit looks so good.
It looks way better than the shit that was on it.
Yes. The only other thing I hate is this piece is like made wrong.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of crap in there. Okay.
That might be the most badass part of this whole setup I bought.
They don't know how to smell it, so what it is.
It's
Gas.
fuel.
Is it fuel?
Fuel vapor and water
Put your
and
gas in.
Today on Monday Mods, we cut our finger off.
Our careful use of a razor blade. Some of us are old enough to shave. Or have the ability to grow facial hair. Excluding Kyle. He did tell me earlier today that he uses Nair and a razor to take care of his arms, though.
Well, whenever he's...
Kyle's 10 millimeters missing.
Yeah.
It's in your girl. Where's that?
That's all he's got, 10 millimeters.
Yeah.
So like that, and I get it all.
Say hi, Kyle. Hi, fans. Or screw the fans. It's fine.
All 20 of them.
Oh man, right on the belly pan.
That's only like 36 volts.
Okay. Okay. Okay, on the plastic.
My bad. You got the confidence and I crushed it.
Right.
Ooh, I hear something.
Robert's out driving around.
Yeah. Probably is.
Did you time that? Hey, you forgot to time that.
Right.
You clock it the right way.
You gotta time that. And we're just gonna twist this. Make sure it's nice and tight. So it doesn't come off there in the boost. And then we'll cut it flush.
That part's not boosted, bro.
Shut up. Well, on this side, you don't necessarily have to put the zip tie on because...
I'm Jan. Air filters aren't boosted.
And this won't need to be crazy tight, just snug. We'll go ahead and bottom it out by hand.
I got your girl on Sorry, get home back.
That was pretty funny. I knew it as soon as I said it.
I was holding it, dude.
Well, we're gonna bottom it out by hand, then we'll use some tools to get the rest of the job done.
That's why his vape batteries are always dead.
Right? Just go whenever.
I have a nervous bladder. Today on Monday.
yeah?
Today on Monday Mods.
You can do some more if you want.
We're gonna change the footing.
When he does that, I'm gonna slide across the way.
Today on Monday Mods.
Now put your hands on the hood, and go like this. Today on Monday Mods.
Today on Monday Mods. Kyle, shut the fuck up. Today on Monday Mods.
I was laughing at the beginning.
Jeff, shut the fuck up. Kyle, shut the fuck up. Today on Monday Mods. Today on Monday Mods. Today on Monday Mods.
Try not to stretch your ass.
Today on Monday Mods. Today on Monday Mods. Today on Monday Mods. Today on Monday Mods. That should be plenty.
Okay.